perfect.
Is that gonna be all right?
Yeah.
Sassy. Hey everybody, I'm Yvonne Williams with Back to Earth Creations, and this is Randy. Say hello, Randy.
Hello, Randy.
And today we're making some chainmail, but buckle in because there's no telling what's up. So, how are you guys doing? Surviving the apocalypse and whatnot, hopefully. Also, are y'all having unseasonably, like, cold weather? Let me check and make sure my sound's off. There we go. Sorry, it's loud. I got my brows on Fitbit, or Fit to be typed, sorry. She comments in Discord to remind me to get my eyebrows on. Oh. And she has perfect timing because when she commented like 10 minutes ago, I wasn't ready yet. I was like, oh, I gotta put my eyebrows on. Hey, Michelle. Also, if you guys have any questions or anything, be sure to do the @ and then Yvonne Williams in that tags, and it highlights your comment in orange. Look at the pretty kitty. Meow, meow, meow. She's such a good girl. She's a little gremlin. She just came inside. It is cold and wet.
Damp?
That is why she's your damp cat. You damp cat. How you doing, boss? You got crud in your ears. Dog's chewing on his armpits. Oh, I have to update YouTube on my tablet.
Oh, that's gonna take forever.
That's gonna take forever. Hey, Fortune S'mores. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Letty. Yep, we had a freeze Saturday night here. Killed some more plants. Oh, no, Christy. We were outside this past week at some point. We put in buckets, like 5-gallon buckets, over all of the tomatoes. We used every sheet and spare curtain in the house to cover, like, the rose bushes, the grapevines, like, everything. And I was like, it's May. We should not be having freezes.
Which, I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
We can have freezes.
Yeah. I can't see if you. Okay, there we go. There's a big tripod just
I
in the middle of your
know.
face.
I don't know why it's here.
Because whenever we make chainmail.
Oh.
Speaking of which, let's go ahead and get started. Really, still getting freeze warnings up in Ohio. Let's see if we can get this flipped around. Oh, some coffee. A fresh cup of coffee.
Yeah, I guess.
Or is that the dog like licking his armpit again?
Could be. A little from column
Who
A.
knows?
A little from column B.
Sorry, while I mess around with the tripod. Oh my god, there's like a hair in my eyeball. That was the tripod, not me fighting, I promise. Oops. Did I just break this? No, it's fine. Everything's fine. Don't touch it. Yeah, it bothers you?
Yes.
Because it wobbles?
Yes.
I know.
I guess I could probably bring it up.
Ooh. Okay, so today, hey Marie. Oh, snow on Sunday. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh.
Where is this person?
Where what? Who?
This person?
What person?
That has snow on Sunday.
Oh,
hopefully not.
I missed it. Did you get the chainmail star thing on Discord? I think I did, Tanya. I don't actually know how to make that. I'll have to figure it out. There's my coffee.
That's your coffee.
Give me just a sec. This is like the shortest cord.
It's the only cord I have.
I think I'm going to do something real quick. Well, I can't because that'll unplug the lights. Okay, never mind. We're making a chainmail bracelet today, and I wanted to make it rainbow colored, but not just regular rainbow colored. I wanted to use every single color.
Okay.
You just heard Randy be very sad, you guys. Or like mostly every color. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. The size I'm using is 18 gauge 1/4 inch, and that is standard wire gauge. So for American wire gauge, I think that's like 16 gauge. Oh, thank you, beautiful man that lives in my house. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for joining us in our stream today. Ooh, hey, Christina. We miss and love you. We got all of our rings that we have here from theringlord.com. We've used up all of our other colored rings from everywhere else. Okay, so let's start with, I'm just going to take pinches of like, is the heater still on? I think it is. I'm going to go turn it off real quick. I don't want it hollering the whole lot. That's how cold it is, you guys. Because we actually, yeah, power back down thing. We actually sucked it up and turned the heater on. So it's like, oh boy.
So many colors.
Yeah. Yes, these are anodized aluminum. Okay. Ooh, this has just got done with my coffee. I haven't purchased rings from Etsy before. Honestly, it didn't occur to me to do that. I should go check that out. Sometimes I forget that Etsy is a thing that exists that I can give people money through. Okay, so let's start with red. Do what?
It's not a real thing.
Etsy's not real. It can't hurt you.
That's right.
Meanwhile, Etsy changes their policies again, and it's the crying hamster in the corner. So I'm just gonna taking out pinches, just big old pinches. Of all of our rings. I'm running out of space. Do you want to, or if there's questions and comments, could you read them to me, Randy? I'm incapable of juggling multiple things at once, apparently.
You can read them just as well as I can.
Please help
Your
me.
screen's bigger.
Do you want to see my screen?
I can see your screen.
What if we got another extension cord out of the bin and plugged into over there and then had it coming around through the side?
Probably that would work.
Do you want me to grab an extension cord?
Do you know where they are?
Yes. I started making a drawer of them.
Oh, that is not the drawer I was thinking of.
Nope. It never is. Do you want this one?
Sure.
Is that long enough? Because I have another. Let's use both.
Let's just use as few as we need.
No. Let's use this one. These two are already plugged in together.
Oh my god.
Stop crying. But it'll need to go back into that drawer because it's what I use for my sewing machine. Oh, this is all fucked. I gotta untie the knot. Okay. Sorry guys, technical difficulties. We'll get it together eventually. Don't hold your breath though. Okay, and now I can plug my boblet over here and turn it upside down so I can read you guys' comments. Hooray! Also, we will be having a giveaway at like the 1 hour mark.
What are we giving away?
Cool. I don't know yet. Probably a craft along kit with some beads from the bead ball machine.
Yeah, it is.
From Manaya. Thank you, Manaya. That's like, I had no idea how much I needed a gumball machine in my life. Hello, Daniel. Could you make a 5-pointed elf star? Actually, yes, because in our next tutorial coming out, we cover 5-pointed elf stars.
Okay.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say aluminum is a great material to start learning chainmail on.
It is. It's not that hard on you. Sorry, I felt like I was like, right you are, Bob. Aluminum is a great material. No, it is though, because it's not nearly as hard on your hands as like stainless steel.
It's not as slippery as copper.
That's true. Copper can be pretty slippery, can't it?
Yeah,
And
it's a weird thing to say.
I know aluminum's a chewy metal, if that makes sense. Like whenever you're cutting through it, it feels like, I don't know, like biting through aluminum, I guess.
I guess.
So I'm not going to include the black champagne brown or hematite in this rainbow blend.
Okay.
You're cramping my colorful vibes today. Need
those jerks.
Sometimes, Randy, I do think that I'd like to host a podcast with you where you and I just talk about like just dumb stuff, just whatever.
Isn't that your vlog channel?
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, we have a nice segue into the Vonster vlog. We have a new vlog that came out, and I'm very excited about it because it's plants. Should we put hot pink in? I don't think I have the right size in hot pink.
You don't have.
I don't have the right size in any of these. Son of a gun. Okay,
Nope.
That's okay though. No, well that was.
That's the right size.
Yeah, I don't like that one though.
So is that other pink.
I don't like that one.
Well,
we'll do a different one with this. Like, I don't want pastels in it. This is as close to pastel as I want.
alright.
These purples are, like, I'm very happy with the purples. So this is the color scheme we're functioning within today. What brand are those rings? These are from the Ring Lord. Now, we do have a combination of saw cut and machine cut because sometimes their gold in machine cut does not match their gold in saw cut. Do you want a work surface?
Yeah, that probably
Hey,
wise.
Sam, stop chewing on your butt. Thank
That way
you.
we're not jumping
We're
chairs.
good friend. That one?
Jumping chairs.
Oh, yeah. How about this?
Sure.
The back of a cricket mat.
That'll work. What are we doing?
We are doing 2 open,
Mm-hmm.
2 closed on one of them, and that'll be in one color.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not one, it's the other. Hey! Stop that. Beep boop. Bev says I literally watched the vlog before this. What did you think of our new intro, Bev, over on the Vonster blog? I also ate dinner right before the stream. I will not get the munchies when chat inevitably turns to food.
I mean, because
Challenge accepted.
It's gonna turn to food.
Yeah. Do you want me to set some up over here?
Nope.
As well? No? How can I be helpful?
I mean, you can weave one. I'm gonna get this set up for you.
Oh, okay. I'll get one started.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it worth the work to bring it back to usable? I don't know. I missed something. Okay, on a different topic of jumpings, do you ever use Cato polymer clay? I have some that I've been hanging on to for 10 years, but never opened / needs to be reconditioned. Is it worth the work to bring it back to usable? It honestly depends. I've had some bricks of clay, whether it's Cernit or Cato or Sculpey, that they'll have been in the back of my stash for like years and years, and I finally get to it, and they're fine. I would go the route, and then I've had others that are only like a year old, and it's like fighting with half wet concrete. It's just a mess. Right on, Misty. You caught on that. But what was I saying? It depends entirely. I recommend the route of having a food processor that is dedicated solely to polymer clay use, and I just break the brick up as best I can, pop it in. Oh, broke that one. Pop it into the food processor, and then chop it up and put in a couple drops of clay softener, and then just pulse it a bit until that gets well incorporated, and just kind of do that. Are you weaving one, or?
I'm waiting to see what you do next so that I can then move forward.
Oh, I just in every single color.
In every single color?
Yep.
Okay.
Sup?
You know. Heavily contemplating getting a drink.
Dude, I won't judge you. You've been stuck in a house with me for 15 years.
I've done my time.
You've done your time. Oh, yeah, I'm not on live chat. Sorry, Daniel. Thank you. Live chat and over on the phone. Live chat. Tweet says, I use a blender I bought from a thrift shop. Oh, that's a good idea. But yeah, just something to take a bulk of the work out of it, because you've got to get that clay softener or mineral oil or whatever you're using in there. You got to get it incorporated. But I hate to waste product, but sometimes I've gotten so mad at bricks that I have just trashed it. Like, I am ashamed to say. Okay, I've got to go grab 2 little rings. I'll be right back. Oh, crap.
What?
I rearranged and I don't know where anything is. Oh, no.
Story of my life.
Oh, no. Oh, this is bad. If I were my stuff, where would I have put it? Not
Did you? Yes, she did rewatch the chat on Saturday's live stream.
Huh?
Like talking to you.
What were you saying? I know. Oh, I found it. Oh, thank God. This was quick with your class. Okay,
What weaver we're making? I have no idea.
It is,
Weird.
I don't know. It's the one that we put a bead inside. I don't know what it's called.
I think it's captive, maybe. Well,
No, inverted captive round mill something else.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing. That's why I'm not weaving. I'm just setting stuff up.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna take me a minute. I don't know if I remember how to do this.
Oh boy.
Okay. Got my pinky rings. Did I leave my pliers in there?
Mm-hmm.
Both of them? Yes, okay. Okay, so we have our little lobster claw clasps. Cinnabon, I have more primo than Cato. Not sure if I should find a new home for the singles of rainbow colors, both black, white, translucent. Yeah, it's if you rehome them, be sure to let whoever you're sending them home with know that they're going to be a problem child as far as, yes, captured bead. I think you're right, Twisted. I wish the cats would get along. Why do they have to sass each other like that? Hey, Randy. I can't reach it, but the thing of glow beads is over yonder. Man, that was on there tight. So these are 6mm glow, like tracer rounds for an airsoft gun. I would not just say, here's a gift and not clue them into the labor involved. Right on.
Here you go.
Okay, so how do we do this? I think we bring this like that and we put it in like that and then we fold the sides. But that got tangled.
Sometimes you should just let it go.
What do you mean?
Oh wait, that's the wrong Disney movie.
Tangled. Oh, I gotcha. Oh no, honey. Can we have hammock? Hey, Beth. Yeah, no, I swear to you guys, I'm not that bad at using a hammock. Like, that was the roughest time I've ever had in my life using a hammock. Hey, Gary, these are 18 gauge 1/4 inch, and that is standard wire gauge. So now I'm hooking that through. But no, I needed that laugh so bad, you guys. And I went back through and read the comments. And Yvette, if you're in here, you are such a sassy bitch. Oh my God, I love you. Holds up a 10. Hey, Jim.
She's like, at least you didn't fart when you hit the ground.
Yeah, she's like, at least you didn't fart when you hit the ground. Oh, but no, that was a ton of fun. Even, you know, abandoning all dignity on the ground. That's okay. Oh, really, Lavender? Oh no. Well, it's you can't script this stuff, honestly.
Sure you can, but it wouldn't be as genuine.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Beth, how's it going? I may have airsoft pellets as a trigger. Oh no, Mandy. Well, the best thing you can do with triggers in all things is to
pull them and just do it.
Oh, geez, Randy. That was dark. Just pull them and just do it. No, I was going to say, if you've ever got something kind of crappy, just compost it and use it to make your blooms bigger. So, nothing like rolling around in a bucket of spiders to make yourself not afraid of spiders anymore. Or, in my experience, you're just really, 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 like, generationally deep set that fear of spiders. So, overexposure doesn't always work, but... Reclaim the pellets. Yep. And you can also use, like, 6mm beads, but I've found, since I like the holes in them, I really prefer the airsoft pellets because they don't have... They're undrilled. Drilling don't make stuff grow, though, and that's a crappy thing in my place. At the... Oh. Chainmail gives me a headache. Doing it or watching it?
Yes.
Yes. No, straight up. I'm convinced that people, like, you have to be a little bit of a masochist to be like, oh yeah, let's weave chainmail. I know, puppy.
No, she's got us weaving again.
Daniel. Do what, hun?
Hmm?
What you said?
What?
No, really, I didn't hear you.
I said, I know, puppy. She's got us weaving again.
I'm weaving along with you, though. Okay, so...
Well, don't hit your head on the
Oh,
table.
Not Amused says, guys, what happened Saturday? A hammock disaster. It was a lot of fun, though. Everything's fine. Everyone lived. Oh, Michael asks, what are the most popular gauges you use when doing chainmail? If you actually go to our website, our toolkit page for chainmail, up at the very top, it has a chart, and the sizes that I keep in stock and use the most are highlighted. I think that might be a little bit more comprehensive for you than me listing them out, but I will list them out anyways. I like 20 gauge 1/8 inch for doing very small stuff. I like 18 gauge 1/8 inch, actually would have been preferable for attaching like clasps and stuff. Excuse me. I use 18 gauge 3/16, 18 gauge 1/4 inch, and 18 gauge 5/16. And that made a jump from, I used 20 gauge American wire gauge and then 18 gauge standard wire gauge. But that's marked on the chart as well. Just a nice little differential. Oh, and that's coming along. Hey, Christy, I'm loving the necklace that you sent. Thank you so much. It was a beautiful gift. And then 18 gauge, no, 16 gauge 3/16, 16 gauge 1/4, 16 gauge 5/16. And then up into the, so like anything that's like an aspect ratio of like around 4, I really enjoy.
So you gonna do this? Or?
I was gonna finish one color sequence.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna start pulling from the rings that you had set up.
Okay. So you're gonna do one color sequence, see how long that is?
Mm-hmm. And then we can determine, because we might make a necklace out of this too for the auction. Because that'd be super cute. I think a little glow in the dark necklace. My April craft crate came yesterday, a whole 3 days early. Oh no, Daniel. That's rough. Yeah, everybody with the international shipping, thank you guys for being so patient and so understanding of that. Once we try our best to send it off on time, and we'll get you your tracking info, but like some of them have been bumping around in Florida for months on end. Some of them have been bumping around in Chicago for some reason. It's very just random almost. Like I have yet to find a rhyme or reason as to why some of these packages are going where they are. And then some people are getting theirs without any delays just fine. So I don't know. Randy didn't crack up unless he was doing the silent giggles thing. I don't know, Randy, were you laughing at me while I was upside down?
Oh yeah, hell
yeah.
You could totally hear it in my voice. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen Randy get into a giggle fit where he couldn't like breathe and stuff. I'm trying to remember. Like red face crying.
You were in the other room during that episode of Barry.
Yeah, I must have been.
That's pretty close. But
yeah. But no, Randy is he's
I'm Matthias.
I'm Matthias, yeah. That one got you. But it's still, it wasn't the unbridled you're gonna die from laughing.
Yeah, that seemingly being upside down holding on for your dear life can bring.
Is he ticklish anywhere? Yeah, but like violently so. So I try to not tickle him.
That's right.
Metatron says I thought I was gonna die. Oh, really, Christy? Right on.
It really burns all the way down.
Did you put more lemon in it?
No.
And whose fault is that?
Yours. I wanted to put more lemon in.
Oh, that's fair. Got April's craft along super fast, but March's kit is still in Chicago, as it seems. Huh, I have no idea, Jenny. And honestly, I'm hesitant to send out replacements until stuff kind of gets sorted, because I don't want to just be losing the replacements in the mail too, like if that makes sense. So I was going to kind of wait until the dust settles, and then if somebody needs like 6 packages mailed to them because all of theirs got lost in the mail, then we will do that then. Ah, you were out of frame while chaining. Can't see what you were doing. Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know. Hey, Sam, please stop eating your feet. I love you. But that noise echoes through my soul.
It's like, well, we're out of Doritos.
We're out of Doritos, Mom.
There's only one
So I'm
thing
just
to
hooking
do.
through those two. Then hooking through those two there. And I'm going to give it a close. Beep boop. Bev says, violently ticklish is how my ex described me. I told him to stay the heck away from my feet. Yeah. No, I want Randy to keep liking me, so I try to not force tickle if I can manage it.
Get on there.
My eyeballs are all gooey.
Yeah.
Oh, are those for me to use?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, love. It helps tremendously to have a Randy setting up your rings for you right from the start. So I have one open with two closed on it, hooking through those two. And then I'm going to give it a close. And then I'm going to scooch this tripod just a little bit. If it touches the table and the table wobbles, the tripod wobbles. And this is the wobbliest dang table I've ever met. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking about gutting the pedestals off of it and just building table legs for in the four corners. That way we can actually
use it as a proper table?
Yeah.
No. No.
Oh, that's amazing. Says, Jordan says, fun fact, I'm not ticklish, lol. Sometimes I'll pretend for fun, though. That's amazing. Gary says, I need a Randit. Yup. Or I think they're called apprentices, too. Or ring jockeys. And now, so here we have, that probably has some other double meaning that I'm unaware of.
Is it Rachel? Is that the girl name for Randy?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know if there is a feminine of... Because Randy's a girl name, too.
Is it?
Yeah. Like Randy with an I, maybe? Very feminine. Like ladies. Or ladyettes. I don't know. The convoluted world we live in. I don't know anything anymore. Especially how do we chainmail? How in the heck do I get this in there? Okay. Oh, a Mandy.
No, Nanzilla, you don't know what you're talking about.
No, I think she's right. Okay, so
it goes against my narrative.
I gotta close that ring better. Oh my god. You can't just pick and choose facts, Randy. We are moving on.
This is 2020. If I can't pick and choose what facts I want to support my arguments, then I think I'm...
Oh my god.
No, actually, I know I'm in the right place.
So we have the 2 and then the 2. And we're going to splay those open like a book. And then we're going to kind of open these 2. You know, and I scrubbed my hands and everything. I'm just stained from garden dirt. Like, check out my thumb. Like,
that's gross.
I don't... Well, thank you. Rain, it makes me feel very good about myself. Yeah. No, it's from... Every time I go out and check on the chickens, I pull up. And the dirt just is stuck in my calluses. So if anybody has a problem with my nails or my hands, y'all can pay for me to get a manicure instead of complaining about it in the comments. When the world reopens. Right on, Cinnabon. And so I'm taking the bead and I'm putting the bead right there. The almighty Google states Randy is the female form of Randy. Nice. And then once that's held in there, we'll hook that through for the next one. Julie says, have you had a chance to play with your new poi in the dark? Not in the dark, but I have been practicing, and it's, man, I am out of condition. Like, I haven't been whopping stuff super bad for like the ceiling, but my arms got really tired. I used to be able to spin poi for like hours. Like Randy would take me to raves. And like, do you not have fond memories of babysitting me at raves?
I remember being very tired.
Yeah, I know.
Because they were
You've been asleep the whole time.
Midnight.
I know. Why can't they have a rave at like 6 p.m.? Like that's when I'm in like
room is still open at
that's
6
fair.
p.m.
That's when I'm in prime rave mood. It was like by like 10, I need to go to bed. I'm tired. Oh, thanks, Angie. Oh, there's just always somebody in the comments. So it is the internet after all, who feels like maybe I haven't noticed how overwhelmingly mediocre I am today. So they have to tell me.
So how far does one color?
One color gets us. I flipped the mat over, so I don't know how many inches that is. How many?
How many chicken nuggets?
Hey Lydia. How many chicken nuggets? Okay. This is
About 4.
3.5. It's 4 with the clasp. So cool. We only need to do 2 color repetitions for a bracelet. Beep boop.
That'll work.
Okay. Lavender Lace says, if you have a channel, can you post in the comments? Would that be clickable? Oh, I think so.
I don't know, but we have a channel on Discord, don't we?
Yeah, we do have a channel on Discord where everybody can kind of share that info. But I don't know if YouTube will let people just post links down in the comments.
During a live stream?
Will just in general, it'll filter it
right.
because that way it's not people.
That's a really good point.
Like over in my vlog this morning. Well, I'm not going to talk about that. But somebody had commented, and then it had linked to like a MILF site or something.
Oh, yeah.
And Randy was like, why you booing him? He's right. And I was like, shut up, Randy. But yeah, I had to remove it, and the spam filter caught it, so.
Joke on you. I know there's... I'm just going to stop.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
Single lady.
So how are y'all doing this week? As we ignore Randy. Beep boop. How's your what? How's your pickle?
Yeah.
I don't have no pickles. Which media is the best for watching you? YouTube. Hey Bobby. Yeah, probably. Even whenever I stream over on Patreon, I still do it through YouTube. Yeah. Our house's internet does not support, well, it doesn't support YouTube either, but it certainly doesn't support Twitch, and streaming just through our phone does not go very, I'm out of frame again. I'm so sorry, you guys. I don't know why I'm like this. Gary, he says, what specifically was that site so we can make sure we can avoid it? It's like the video I saw that was somebody being like, there was this guy just standing over the brow of the fence, and he told me if I showed him my boobies, he'd give me a cookie. And then they point with their hand, he's right over there, and they're holding the cookie with a bite out of it.
Oh yeah, that pervert was over there.
Honestly, though, for a cookie.
I lost the ring.
Oh no, ring down. We'll find it when we sweep. We are making a captive bead bracelet. And then I think after we get a couple of these made, like I think 2 bracelets, 2 necklaces.
You want to do 2 necklaces?
Yeah. One for the booth, one for auction if we ever have booth sales again. Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see. We haven't heard anything yet. So we'll take no news as good news.
Teresa says, I'm waiting on warm weather coming Friday, but with rain. Yeah, I'm glad we don't have to use the air conditioner, but we had to turn the heater back on. And I was like, it's May. My roses are like... We were
using the air conditioner not too long ago.
Yeah, for a day or 2. But, Mandy says, I'm excited this week. We went into contract on a house on Sunday. Oh, congratulations, Mandy. Yeah, it depends on the cookie, right, Metatron? You gotta love yourself. If it's like a whole pack of Oreos, though. Anyways.
I've seen you do more for less.
That's true. He was a kind gentleman in a kilt offering me Girl Scout cookies for dancing.
Sure.
You bet your butt cheeks I was going to dance for. They were like Samoas, which are one of my favorites. I'm just saying. It was consensual. And in a public place.
Boy, the look he gave me, back off, this one's mine.
This one's mine. Get your own, nerd.
And I'm like, I seen her first.
Anyways, you don't need booth inventory. You can just plan on selling it later in the year for Christmas auctions. That's actually exactly what the plan is, Gary.
The plan is, yeah.
100%. For a whole pack of Samoas, you couldn't make me put my clothes back on. I'm just saying. Camp Craft Along is going to be really weird, I think. I can't wait. Like, cannot wait.
You know how many people we're going to show up with, like, Samoas now? Be like, you said.
You said. Were they the ones made with real Girl Scouts? Oh, yeah. Marie says most of my events have been canceled until October. Yeah, and that's, as far as I'm aware, DragonCon hasn't, like, officially canceled, but the city of Atlanta has stopped issuing permits and has suspended existing permits for events.
So we're just waiting to see how long out that goes.
Yep.
How far out that suspension goes.
So, especially when the bar is open. By bar, I mean the fridge, right? Which I think we're going to have to change the Friday menu from chicken leg quarters, because I'm terrible at cooking them apparently, to we're going to have like tacos. So tacos on Friday and chili on Saturday is the new food lineup.
They're not going to let us back.
If we can't reenact that scene from Blazing Saddles when everybody's eating beans, then I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
I'd say you've had enough.
It's going to be... Hey, Katie. She says, I like the new vlog video. How are the chickens doing? They are damp today.
There's nothing meaner than a damp chicken.
Yeah. No, they get really sweet. And I sat out there with them for a little bit this morning, Randy, and all the babies climbed up on me. And they were like, it's cold and wet. Why does this keep happening? Could you do a revamp of how to get the bead into chainmail? Great of all. Bill Collector, stop calling. I haven't forgot about you. Oh, no, you're good, Lydia. Yes. I will, on this next one, show how to get the bead into the chainmail again. A lot of it is just very precarious perching until you add in the next color of ring. So we have our rings added. And just a quick, let me grab this. So the beads that we're using are 6mm beads at their widest point. So you can kind of see. Oop. Just trust me. And the rings that we're using are, what's their inner diameter? Because that's what you want to look at, is the inner diameter. Looks like 7mm is the inner diameter of our 18 gauge 1/4 inch rings. And so you want the excuse me, you want the thickness of your rings. So if the inner diameter is 7, and then the thickness of the ring itself is about 1mm, then that's taking up 2mm worth of space. And so the 6mm bead is not going to be able to fit through the 5mm hole that this now makes, if that makes sense.
Quick math.
So I'm going to hold these 2 rings between my finger and thumb and splay our top 2 open like a book. And then just hold those 2 open. So you can see I'm putting a little bit of pressure just to keep it splayed open. And then we're going to take the bead and just, you could almost hear it click and just push it on in. And now I'm going to take our open with 2 closed, and I'm going to hook through this side and this side. And now that's going to hold it in. And you want to make sure that, like, our wires got crossed right there. See how it looks kind of weird? Because once it's in, there's not really room to shift things around. Oh, Jimmy. Well, that's gone forever. So when that happens, I just
Cry.
Yeah. And then
Lay down. Try not to cry. Cry a lot. And then just keep
No, it's okay. But I try to make sure that the rings are laying the way that I need them to be laying before I get that attachment ring on. Twisted says Camp Craft Along is like next year, so it should be fine. We're hoping so. We'll see how things go, and we'll know better probably closer to the end of the year, end of 2020, and then we will either start pushing sales or start offering refunds. It depends. So, Boomer Bob says one pair of my pigeons are now sitting on eggs. Oh, that is cool. I've never seen a baby pigeon. Lily Rose says no refunds, and we'll be sending out individual emails to see if people want refunds or if they want their payment rolled over, or it's whenever we set up the no refund policy. That was mostly on we didn't want people canceling like 2 days before the event, but we were allowing for transferring your ticket over. But that was pre-pandemic. This is unprecedented times, so I'm not going to be like, no refunds. It's no.
Well, first off, if the event doesn't happen, then everyone's going to get the refund.
Yeah. You don't want to do a rollover? Okay. Randy's shaking his head.
That's going to be too much trouble. If they want to come, then once we get everything figured out, they can re-up.
That's fair. Okay. So now that we're at the end of our bracelet, I'm going to take just a silver because it matches the clasp, or bare aluminum rather, 18 gauge 3/16, and hook it right there. And then I'm going to add like 3 more because that gives us just a bit of extender chain. Gary says, the Randy has spoken. And I listen to the Randy. He has a very solid business sense, and he keeps me from overextending myself and getting too excitable and wanting to promise the world. He's like, ooh. And then he goes and does this, you guys. Oh, that's beautiful. Hey, sugar booger, baby pie. Do you know where the bag of the rest of the 18 gauge 3/16 are?
What color?
Silver. No, I literally only had a pinch, so okay. Why is Poppy not laying then? You said about in the vlog, then didn't say it. Oh, Poppy's old and she's super broody right now, and she stops laying when she goes broody. I kind of wish I had some fertile eggs to pop underneath her, but I also have reached my my limit on chickens. Like, you can legally keep 5, and I have 8, and I don't have a permit for them because the person who issues the permit, like, for the first year of us having chickens, I called every 3 weeks because they were like, no, they're on personal leave, call back. So I'd call back 3 weeks later. 18 gauge 3/16. Nice. Hey, honey, these are 16 gauge.
Yeah. Well then.
They're gonna be too big to fit through the clasp. Toss.
Yeah.
Oh, good catch. Sorry, I almost hit you in the face. There, somebody had asked for me to wear my hair down, so I was like, oh, wear my hair down. But I hate wearing my hair down. I like a solid updo. Okay, got my hair up. You need chicken permits? Learn something new every day. It depends entirely on your city's jurisdiction. 3/16 Persian bobble. I know. We should have a big old honkin' chonkin' bag of it from Chainmail Joe.
That's the last one.
Oh goodness. We'll have to get more. Shout out to Chainmail Joe for having amazing products for a reasonable price. How do I zoom out? There. Nope. No. Oh gosh. You know? Who's Randy? Right on. We're gonna do some quick Q&A real quick. It's my Randy. What's up, baby?
Yeah.
Hello, baby. City limits here charge $1 a head for bird-fowl livestock per year on ad valorem tax forms. It would add up fast if you were a farm in city limits. Holy smokes.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, but
so
honestly,
this is 6.5 inches without extender chain or clasp.
But 3.5 and 3.5. Oh, but I mean, with the clasp though, it's at 7.
I don't know. I'm thinking of how long I need the necklace to be.
3 times that. So 6 repetitions of the color. Yeah. Upcoming auction fodder, which I think this will be super cute as a necklace actually. What do you think, babe? Probably, but it's gonna be awesome. Should we make 4 of the bracelets?
Okay. That's fine. We'll do 4.
Boomer Bob says started doing paint pouring a couple months ago, and wow, some cool colors. Selling good too, so that helps. I have my own website to sell them from. Right on, Boomer Bob. Get it. I've been asleep, whereas Daniel's avatar always had the moderator symbol. I'm pretty sure he's always had the moderator symbol.
I don't think we have any mail.
We did not go out and check the post office today because it's like gross and rainy outside and we're very lazy. We apologize. The minion will want 1. Letty says to make 5. Who's the bearded glasses man I'm seeing? You see him too? I love that man so much, you guys.
Nothing.
Okay, we're gonna flip the camera back around. San Antonio too, right on. Jim says, "Wah." Oh, did you send a box, didn't you, Jim?
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Open it on Saturday?
No, I'll save it for Tuesday. Unless it's got like live plants in it or something.
That's good.
So fancy. Who's ready? Bobby, we're not getting storms. It's for the past 24 hours. Like, it started yesterday morning when I let the chickens out. It had started to drizzle.
It started at midnight 2 days ago.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I have no concept of time passage, do I?
No.
Okay, that's fair. Okay. Can you make one that is red, orange, and yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is just what we're doing today. So, hey, Jean. Went to our mailbox yesterday twice. Mail usually comes at 2 p.m. Got here at 6:30. Done with this lady. Oh my god. Oh, and sorry. Okay. Saturday is good. A little quick. Everyone send fun stuff. No. Oh, really, Maria? That's cool. Rainbows are like the best. We don't get to see them very often here where we are, but that's okay. It's just that much more special when we do see them. We used to see them like almost once a week in the summer when we lived in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Just the position, the time of day that it typically rained at, and the positioning of the field behind our house was awesome. Boomer Bob says, "How do I use the tip jar?" I think you just go to our website and then click on the tip jar and then PayPal, but I don't know.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Hey, Verdea. Lydia says I had the.
Because we took PayPal off the website.
Yeah, but it's a different button. Because it doesn't take you to our cart. I don't know. I don't know if it still works. If it doesn't work, let us know and we'll fiddle about. Because we were having a really hard time having PayPal as part of our checkout because it was not lining up with our inventory.
Like, people would put their product in the cart and then try to pay out with PayPal.
And they were like, not enough inventory, was what the cart would say.
But PayPal was screwing up, so they couldn't pay with not PayPal because it's already in their cart.
Very frustrating for everyone involved. If you don't know. Wait, let me see. Had the hardest time trying to order right size rings and colors from the regular rings. Help one. I got all tiny ones, but I still use them. Give me just a sec, and I will pull up the Ring Lord's website, because it's, oftentimes you'll be scrolling through and they have it listed. Oh, holy crap, Judy, thank you.
Oh.
Wow. Jean says, what did you use to make your rings? Used to whenever we coiled and cut our own, We would use bright aluminum. It's a welding alloy. It's a very, very clean aluminum. Christy, I got these beads from theringlord.com. And, but getting the blades became more expensive and even worse, hard to come by. Like they were constantly out of stock. So we just stopped coiling and cutting our own. It's a ton of work. Like one of the most physically laborious things that we do was putting rings through the ringinator. And I'm only 30, well, 32 in August, but like I do not, what? No, I can't work the way that I did when I was 20. Like my body will start to hurt and it'll ache for days.
No, I got you on that.
You were just giving me creepy side eye.
You're not really 32, are you?
Born in 88.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, you're turning 32 this year.
Yeah. It's honestly 32 is not that bad. I'm kind of liking being 30. Definitely don't want to miss my daily yoga though, because I feel it when I do that.
I thought you was 30. I didn't realize you were 32.
Yeah. There's just 2-year difference. You're gonna have to replace me with a new one?
Maybe.
Why? I don't think I have it in me to trade you in for a new one. Like body by Ringinator. Right? It's crazy. Kindred Design 49. Really? Right on. Please help me order correct color rings at the Ring Lord. They sent small ones. Okay. So, I'm gonna...
Body by quarantine.
Body by quarantine. I did do aerial yoga until I almost threw up yesterday. Yeah. And by aerial yoga, I mean I got stuck upside down in the silks. Okay. So, we're coming in here, doing the thing. Gonna pull up. I am Googling.
It's upside down. No, it's not. Okay.
You sassy, Miss Squatch?
No, I'm apparently behind in the feed.
Googling the Ring Lord. And press search. Ooh, coffee. Oh, right on. Thank you, Boomer Bob. And we'll just click Ring Lord as a person do. No, that's in the way. I want to close out of it. And so I'm on a tablet. I don't know how it looks on their computer, like if you're searching computer, but I go to rings. You sure it wasn't a hammock? Okay. No, I'm positive.
It was raining all day yesterday.
It was raining all day yesterday. I couldn't go play in the hammock. I don't know if I'll ever live this down. Okay, that's fine. So if I'm searching for anodized aluminum, I'll click that. Beep boop. Do 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 do. Then they have it by gauge. There's 12 and 14 gauge. There's 16 gauge. And there's 18 gauge. So I'll click that one.
The gauge is how thick your wire is.
That's how thick the wire is. And then you scroll through here. It talks about the material. And this is, if it's your first time shopping with them, read the whole thing. Like, that's very useful. I don't know why that jumped up there. Their ring sampler is okay, but I prefer to go through and just buy what I know I'm interested in. I really want to get my paws on some of their magnetic clasps that are anodized to match. Check this out, babe.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we're gonna scroll on down, and then it just says the ring size right there. So it's 18 gauge, 9/32.
Which the 9/32 is the
and then
diameter.
Yeah, and then all of the colors that they have in that size. And you keep on scrolling until, man, they've got a lot of Santa's pants.
What?
It's a limited edition color. And then you keep scrolling until you get to, this is their matte anodized. That's new as well. Oh, those are pretty. I like that. And then 18 gauge 1/4 inch. So, and you'll just go through and you'll click on, click and enter the number that you'd like to purchase. And then you go all the way to the bottom and click order selected products. So that is how you order stuff on the Ring Lord, and it's kind of like that through all of their pages, more or less. So I really hope that that's helpful to you. Jean, today we're using 18 gauge 1/4 inch, and that is standard wire gauge. So it's if you coil and cut your own from pair wire, then it's like a 16 gauge pair wire. Yeah, it can take a little bit, but oh, just let you know I'm learning one of your wire wraps for the first time. All right, Aunt Helen. The website is a bit weird, but once you get the hang of it, it hasn't changed much over the past 15 years. Like it's evolved slowly and
slow enough that I don't get angry when things change.
yes.
Ow, who am I joking? I get angry.
You still get mad, but we're able to figure it out is the big thing. Straight out of the 90s, straight up Gary. I can dig it.
Put together with the HTML.
Yeah. If it works. Hey, Carlene in Oklahoma. Just says hell from Oklahoma. I think she meant hello. I'm trying to figure out where you're reading your stuff from because I'm not seeing the chat window move.
You know, sometimes the windows just freeze. Like we ran into that during your live auction.
Yeah. The best thing I can recommend is to just close out of the window and reopen it often.
Or refresh your page.
Or refresh your page if you're watching on a computer. I find, at least whenever I'm watching other people's live streams, like I've been watching a lot of Reverie Glass. He just live streams him doing Lampwork Glass, and I don't have nearly as many problems watching him on a desktop as I do on a mobile device. But I also think he has like much better internet than we do.
Probably.
Oh yeah, we are at the hour mark, aren't we?
Oh, we are?
Oops. I'm going to finish this bracelet, so y'all have a little bit.
That long.
You have until the end of this bracelet to go comment on last week's Tuesday Craft Along with Von live stream. Yeah, I decided to, instead of keep calling them craft room hangouts, I was like, let's get some craft on. So it is now Craft Along with Von, but basically, essentially the same content. Letty says, I don't hate much of anything, but I hate getting lagged. Yeah, and it's modern problems require modern solutions. Do you want, babe?
It's like Von new. Like Coke new, Pepsi new,
yeah.
Whatever it was.
Just rebranding.
Yeah, it's the same stuff in a can.
Yeah. Well, I figure if every year I change it, then people should get confused about the Craft Along with Vons and the Craft Room Hangouts and then the thank you. I don't know what I did wrong, but I got some new guy. It was his first day, but I still used them. Thank you. Right on. How do I become eligible for the raffle? Hey, Bobby, you just leave a comment on last week's live stream.
Tuesdays.
I think it's the one that Daniel keeps posting. Thank you, Daniel. I don't know how to spell it, Bunny. It's like revelry. I'm not certain. Not gonna lie, they make like a bunch of bongs, but their technique's really good, and they're very chill to just digitally hang out with.
Imagine that.
And he has really good, yeah, right. He has really good taste in copyright-free music that he plays. And I like to chat with the other people in the live streams to kind of just sit back and watch what they're talking about. It's like watching people talk shop. I don't know enough of anything to contribute except for to be like, what kind of pliers are those? But it's still fun. Nope, you're not too late, Bobby. We have until I finish weaving this bracelet just because I don't want to leave the project halfway done. Do that, Randy?
I'm gonna say it sounds like somebody's racing outside.
Going awful fast. The cops still there?
Yeah. We
had a couple of cops just hanging out in front of the neighbor's house, like 2 houses up, earlier today. Hello, Yvette.
But planted firmly on the ground this time.
Did you manage to upload your guitar music yet? Rebel, I do have that posted in the what you call it? Our digital download content on like Dropbox. But I haven't uploaded it just as like background music.
What's it uploaded as?
Nice. Guitar and Garden, I think is the name of the song. I want you to grip the wire, not slip off and stab me every 5 seconds. Right? That struggle though. Ooh. The doctor. Hopefully I get my hand back. What happened, Gary?
What?
Well, he went to the doctor. I think something.
I was gonna say, what doctor do you go to? If they don't behave. If you walk in and they just take a body part. If you're good, we'll give it back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sure, it's a toe today, but it could be a whole arm tomorrow.
I'm just in the zone weaving. Danger zone. Julish says it must be fun to be able to do so much crafting. Jay. Once you have kids, it's so tough. Yeah, having young kids around really, it becomes very much about them when they're around, and I think there's that's a good thing.
As it should be.
But we may be having 2 teenage girls in the house over the summer. Both our nieces, Maddie and Abby, will be coming to visit us, and we're very, very excited about that. But they're of the age that it's like they're basically just young people. Like they're past being children.
I don't have to keep an eye on them to keep them from putting things in the electric sockets.
Well, for the most part.
I mean,
it's easy to accidentally do in this house. I'm just saying. I caught myself rummaging in one. No, well, I mean, my beads went rolling, and I chased it, and then I realized I was like, "Oh, that's an electrical socket. I ought not stick my hand in it."
Probably not.
Yeah. Lydia says, "Lock the kids in the bathroom. Minus kitty paws on the table."
Lock the kids in the bathroom.
Yeah. I don't know. Randy and I don't have kids, but we hope one day to have kids in the house and just, I don't know, be like people's surrogate grandparents or something. But there's a time for that, and I miss when Maddie was little and when Abby was little. I didn't get to be there nearly enough, so I would gladly put my pliers away to play with them if they were still young and little and needing constant attention, because that goes by so fast. Like so fast. And you blink and then they're grown up and they have day jobs and they don't have time for you. So is the fear. Hey Propel, we are using glow in the dark like tracer rounds for an airsoft BB gun. They're 6mm. I had a crazy dream last night. Like it was super stressful.
Hold on. Was it Tony Stark crazy or
no, don't you sass me, Squatch. No, it was we were in the house and like stuff was crumbling and like the house was falling literally to pieces, like actively around us, like Indiana Jones movie temple destruction. And then we started peeling like the walls away, and underneath like the ceiling in the bedroom where the light fixture used to be, like I reached up and I pulled back on that and like the ceiling crumbled and pulled away, and it was like new nice like a roof light, like a window in the roof skylight. Yeah. And so you and I both just started just like tearing the walls down and like peeling them away, like just like the rubble that they are, honestly, like the plaster and the wire. And underneath was like, I don't know, In my heart, it was our dream home. Like, so initially, it was very scary and stressful. The dream was like, I mean, our house was falling apart and crumbling around us. But then it turned into like a really like, I don't know, positive thing. And then all my teeth fell out. No, no, it's been a long
thing.
No, it's been a long time since I've had a teeth falling out dream. No more cheese before bed. Actually, we each had like half a thing of ice cream, like the pint of ice cream with a blueberry pie filling on it. Because I'd canned up a bunch of blueberry pie filling.
We canned up a mess of stuff.
We did. Blueberry pie filling, apple pie filling, chicken breasts, not all mixed together. Some turkey breasts from our friend went hunting and brought us some turkey breasts. Together? Yeah. And a couple of the cans didn't seal, like one of the apple and one of the blueberry. So we just popped them into the fridge to put on like oatmeal and just eat out of the jar, frankly. I love other people's kids. They take them home so you can spoil them and make the parents be the mean ones. Yeah. And I've always worked in like conjunction with their parents to be like, because as the, I guess cool aunt and uncle who like don't have bedtime rules or anything like that, if they go out and like mess up or something and they're they don't want to call home because they don't want to get in trouble, we're still there for them. Or if they want some place where they can go and like, not that I'm promoting underage drinking, but it's like if they do and they call somebody and they need a ride, we're there for them to then lecture their asses. But I don't know. I kind of feel like you can't have enough people in this world care about your kids. Like, you never have too many people interested in your kids' well-being. All right on, Penny. Thanks for hanging out.
Oh, is Penny leaving?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta put my leg up.
Mm-hmm. Jim says my boy was 14 when Vaughn was born. Goodness. All right on, Metatron. Lydia says you need to break Vaughn suffering, but your home love is going to keep it safe. I hope so.
And I'm like, it's just gotta stay safe for 3 to 5 more years.
Yeah. Okay, we got the bracelet woven. It is giveaway time.
I got all this.
Right on. Is that for a necklace? Or for 2 more bracelets? Gotcha. Shooey. Okay. Flipping this around. Getting this put in the thing. I've been busy working on stuff that bracelets beautiful. Right on, DJ. Ooh, standing over a hole in the floor where the tub used to be. What?
I didn't know they'd
right on, DJ. Right? I was actually thinking about, what do you think of us gutting the tub out and just putting it, if we're doing the hardy board, then we never use that tub as a tub. What if we just made it a stand-up shower?
No.
Okay. Never mind. Is it because the stand-up tub keeps the water from coming out?
No.
Okay.
It's because I'm not getting that bathtub through that tiny
that's
hallway.
Fair. Fern says I was born on your 41st birthday. Holy great.
You ain't even 41 yet.
No, I was born on her 41st.
Oh, okay. Man,
all right, I'm Bobby. Hey, Debbie. Yeah, from the future. Okay, Randy.
All right, Daniel, if you'll do me a favor.
May I have a quarter?
Yeah. Post that link again.
I'll be right back, you guys. Okay.
Ooh, I wonder if this will work. This is that weird half quarter I got. I wonder if this one will work. It's that weird half quarter I got.
Ooh, maybe. Here, I'll be right back.
we've got, wow, 136. That's nice.
Chickens are still in the enclosure. Ooh, we get to do more beads today.
You asked for a quarter.
Yeah. Well, I can still be excited.
Okay.
So, do we do the quarter machine before or after the giveaway?
Before.
Okay. So, we're going to do the quarter machine. Wow, Diane was 12 when I was born. That's really cool. Most of our best friends, actually, I'm not going to lie to you guys, are in our 40s and 50s. I guess because Randy and I don't have kids, we're really good friends with a lot of empty nesters. Okay, so we're putting, let's see if this, Randy found like somebody ate part of it, or actually it looks like they just sanded it down. Let's see if it works. If it clogs up my machine, oh, I had kept a quarter in the tip. If it doesn't work, we'll try something else. Ooh, somebody's getting a bunch of beads today. Oh. That's a bunch of beads, actually. Huh.
Daniel said after.
Oh, after? Too late. So these are the beads.
The forbidden candy dispenser.
The forbidden candy dispenser. Actually, let me flip this around. Right on, Lydia. This is a nice little combination of beads. I tried to do some lamplight glass yesterday and it came out horribly. I'll show you guys later. How can I get the listing of all the Nightbot notes? Oh, I don't know. Typically Nightbot is just spamming all of the stuff that Nightbot is linking to is down in the video description also. So, and then these are just some little wooden resin hearts is today's giveaway. So I'm going to pop the beads in there. So last chance, if you haven't commented, we're about to do the drawing, so it might be too late. Okay. Here, I gotta get it cranked up.
Gotta get it cranked up.
Yeah. I think it smells like onions. Do you smell onions?
Uh-oh.
I smell onions.
Why do you smell onions?
I don't know. Probably because I harvested all those walking onions. And now everything smells like onions. Forever. Okay, so we are at randomcommentpicker.com. And
we're at 136. We're 138.
Okay, we're gonna do the drawing, you guys. Ah! Okay. You ready? What's up? Where are you
ready.
Okay, let's go. Go win. I don't know. Ooh, Brooke E. The Dragonite is so pretty. Congratulations, Brooke. You're a winner, chicken dinner.
Brookie.
Brooke E.
Brookie.
Brookie. Okay, so that is B-R-O-O-K-E
space period capital E.
Cool. And what's today's date? The 12th?
5/12/2020.
Very cool. So, Brooke, if you could send us an email with where you would like us to ship this to, we will get it shipped off to you as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And sometimes it takes us a while, but we're on top of it. Like, we got this.
Eventually.
All right. Maybe. I'm just gonna run over here now. Whee! Also, a huge thank you to Manaya. We absolutely love the gumball machine. I'm gonna put the quarter back in it, and I'm gonna put it up where it goes. But yeah, the broken quarter works.
Okay. That's what we shall use then.
Yes.
Broken cord.
Okay, flipping this around. Boop.
Okie dokie.
Pressing on the. There we go.
6. You said?
6 repetitions. Which, if you'd like, I don't know what I did with all of the other surfaces. Do I have a bunch of rings underneath this, or can I? It's okay for me to do that. Okay. And here's 2 blue light blues.
This one.
Oh, that sounds perfect. Doing 2 more bracelets. Let's go. Boom.
You need to turn it sideways.
What? I like it like this.
Oh,
I know it stresses you out, but
weird.
I've got this. I know. Late to the live stream. Are the beads you're adding to the bracelet the glow-in-the-dark BBs? They are, Vicky. I like stuff that glows in the dark.
Please explain how to comment on last week's video, but no place to comment.
Don't understand where to comment.
Too late now.
Well, I'm going to show that way for next week. Because YouTube has changed where their comments are located.
Just every time.
Okay, so let us see. Daniel has posted or was posting the link to where to comment. Sorry. So you'll have clicked on, and that'll take you to the video.
Ooh.
And then you'll scroll down. This is on my tablet, but you would click right here and add your comment. It's right above where all of the other comments are. Used to, you'd scroll all the way down. Oops. Whoa, all the way. Wow, lots of comments. We did have 138 comments in this, didn't we?
138 unique commenters.
Oof. Okay. Used to, just saying, you could scroll all the way down, and sometimes YouTube will do a, oh, my hair was cute. I really like my hair like that. I haven't watched this yet. But, oh man, now I have to scroll all the way back up to the top. Oh. But yeah, just right there, you'll see your icon and add a public comment. So, I hope that that's helpful to you.
Get it figured out?
Yeah, I think so. I hope so. So I hope that was helpful to you, Patricia. Actually, not me. Another Brooke commented. That doesn't happen to me often. Congrats to name twin. Ah, right on, Brooke.
Wait, is it Brooke or Brooke E?
This is Brooke Perini. If she says that's not me.
Ah.
Oh no. Sorry, just a sec. I tried to find them after a live. You used them in before. I'm not sure if I can get them in Canada. Are you talking about the Yes, they are the glow-in-the-dark BBs. If you search any kind of...
We get ours at Walmart.
Yeah, we go to Walmart and get them. Anywhere that has a hunting section, or you can go to an airsoft supplier online. I'm sure people do airsoft up in Canada too. Unless, I don't know, this is America and there's just a gun behind every blade of grass. But we'll see.
Wow. Imagining what Canadian airsoft is like. Sorry.
Stop. Paint and glow in the dark dots. What size rings are you using? Drax's mom, we are using 18 gauge 1/4 inch rings from the ring board. Ooh. Oh, I don't know, Kelly. Bunch of dirty gravel. I have no idea.
What?
For an aquarium, getting dirty gravel, because it'll really cloud up and muck up the water.
It'll be hard on your filtration.
What was your last purchase you made for Back to Earth Creations?
I don't understand.
That was probably, other than like, do you mean like shipping boxes? I'm not certain.
Yeah.
I'm not certain what you're asking. But yeah, our most recent purchase for the business has been shipping boxes and like organza bags. But prior to that, was
the latest big thing
was the kiln and the torch and none of which are here yet because there's a pandemic and they're out of production, but we have sent the money for them. So hopefully. Yep. Kelly says organza bags. I use them to give out Halloween candy. Oh, that's cute.
That's a nice
we put them in, like, that's what we put, like, the cabochons and beads and stuff stuff in our craft along kits.
As well as anytime we sell something on the booth.
Mm-hmm.
Which is translated anytime we sell something off the website.
Yeah. Bobby says 2,000 glow-in-the-dark tracers on Amazon or 12.53. Yeah, that sounds about right. Like, that's on par, I think. We do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We do 18 units for a 6-inch long bracelet. But the bracelet, once it has the clasp on, that adds another 1/2 inch, and then we add another inch of extender chain, so that brings it to 7.5. Debbie says, I love your necklace and I can't find the video you made to make it. Is it under the tutorials or live streams? It's under tutorials, and it's just, if you search wire wrapped donut necklace, it should come up. In fact, let's see. Let's see if YouTube.
I'll let you do it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I just saw our search history on YouTube.
Saw your search history.
My search history. And that is self-mothering, You're Dead and Out of This World lyrics, modern luxury farm kitchen design, Skylar from Breaking Bad, modern luxury kitchen design, yoga for men beginner, yoga for the elderly, yoga for people with big sensitive balls.
Oh my god.
And then spiritual argument. Oh my gosh. What are we searching? Oh,
again, I say this is your searching.
I know. I was trying to help you do yoga.
No.
Wire wrapped donut. DONUT necklace. Oh, I'm all sweaty now. I'm embarrassed. Necklace, and then Yvonne Williams. Okay, and search. Let's see what comes up. This is the exact same wrap as the necklace that I'm wearing. You did, Bev. And then not string, and then maybe double strand necklace. Wire wrapped. Double strand. We have over 800 videos now, so I have no idea. Did I seriously not do a video of this? Well, I guess I know what we're doing next. Well, that's cool. Tony Craft. Yeah, I guess I didn't do a video of it. Okie dokie then. We will be doing a video of that soon-ish. So I could have sworn I had done a video about it, and it's very likely that I had recorded it and lost the footage or something, but in my head had ticked off that box. Typical of chat here. That was seriously TMI. Sorry.
So we are out of yellow.
Okay, then just start phasing it out.
Okay.
But yeah, I was antagonizing Randy about yoga. I think you made it in one of the live streams. Right on, Nan. Yeah, if it's something that got made in a live stream, it just needs a video shot for it, because live streams are not reliable for quality content, clearly. And before somebody sends me a nasty message about having horribly unprofessional content on y'all clicked on my face. You're not forced to be here. You can stay as you like. You can go on to greener pastures. It's
Oh, come on.
You've been chasing that ring. Ooh, has anyone allergies been weird this year? Yes, I have been having like really bad allergies actually. Hey Acid, we are making some captive bead bracelets. We're trying to. My fingers are cold. It's really hard to craft when your fingers, like, you can't feel them. Metatron says, LOL, I'm still here. I'm not worried about you, Metatron. Like, I trust a lot of y'all that it's like, if I'm like super duper out of line, like you'll say something, though most of the time I just read it as sarcasm. But every time we say something, somebody sends us overly dramatic breakup messages on Discord or something. And it's like, so that's my disclaimer before moving forward. And it's like, please don't take what we say too seriously. We certainly don't.
So, is there another color you would like to put in?
No, I think for the necklaces it'll be fine.
Okay.
Because we're making it 4 repetitions at 6 inches, or were we doing 3 repetitions?
6 repetitions.
6 that might be way too many. I'm not good at math. Give me a sec.
Well, I've got a third of this necklace.
This is going to make it 18 inches if we do 6 repetitions. So it can do with being just a bit shorter, or we could do a 7th repetition. Like, we'll kind of figure that out.
And then what?
I don't know. And then it'll be a necklace. Poof, jewelry. That's how this works. Way more good here. People learn to mind their manners. Mary Hart says, someone at the dislike? Seriously? It's still user engagement.
Oh, come on. Why are these so slippery?
They're all peony and stuff, aren't they? I'm hungry. Love your streams. You and Randy are amazing, fun, and cool people. Always. All right on, Lydia. Yeah, it still ups our user engagement when people dislike our stuff. It's just honestly feedback. That way our stuff won't be recommended to them in the future. At least I think that's how it works. That's what I tell myself so I can sleep at night.
I don't know.
So I don't just cry into the void of like, why don't people like me? Letty says, they meant to hit the like button. It was a mistake.
It's like people who do an upside down smiley face.
Yeah.
They're just from Australia.
You know what I really want to do, Randy?
The down is actually up.
Yeah. Chin people videos.
Oh my god.
I know, just let me. Will you do that with me?
It'll go on your vlog.
It will. So one of the funniest things that I love, like I cannot get enough of, you guys, is whenever you put like a scarf around your head so that only your chin and mouth is showing, and then you like draw eyeballs on your chin.
Or put googly eyes.
Or googly eyes, which is amazing.
Everybody's a freaking artist.
That's fair. And then just having a regular conversation. Like thinking about it, I can't even not laugh. Like, yeah.
So am I doing 7 repetitions or 6?
Can you fit 7?
Yeah.
Let's do 7.
Going back to the beginning.
Yep. Because I'd rather it be like a nice length than too short.
Is this going to be 2 necklaces? Or is
That's
this...
1 necklace. I got dummy thick neck. Like, what are you... Like, my neck looks like I eat steroids, okay? I need a thick necklace for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm watching Mel get to laugh in this crazy virus. Right on, Gene. Yeah, chin people, though. Uh-oh. ProPool says I need more 3D printer filament. Did you see that lady? It went viral. Oh, I don't know.
What's your battery at?
Oh, I don't know. 51%. I'm good.
Oh, you're good for a little bit. Wait, what lady went viral?
I don't know. Letty's like, yes, make it thick. Like bowl of porridge thick. Yes, thick with 2 C's. And closing that.
No, I'm just over here like,
huh?
Don't quote Team 4-Star. Don't quote Team 4-Star. Don't quote.
What's Team 4-Star?
Yeah.
Like but what did they say that you're trying to not quote?
The thick thing.
I don't recall.
That's from their Helsinki Bridge.
Oh yeah, no. Bulkage. Daniel. Hey, how's it going? That lady Corona, someone said she went, oh geez.
What?
That lady Corona, someone said she went viral.
Ow.
You got me.
Not gonna lie, you had us in the first half.
Yeah. Or dummy thick, which, thanks to Vaughn, I say all the time. Which is super appropriate for saying in business emails, by the way. Fortunately, Randy goes through and like proofreads all of my emails, and it kept me from saying I need some dummy thick 16 gauge wire to Joanna from Parawire. Is go. I thought she'd know what I meant though.
It ain't much, but it's honest.
Do chin people on a Zoom call. Ooh, yeah. I actually think when Abby and Maddie are here,
What?
we'll all have to. What were you
Nothing.
thinking? That we'll all do chin people and just talk about our day, but as chin people.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, what were you thinking?
Nothing.
Like, you had a misty, far off look in your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
What are you?
No.
What ideas are you brewing?
Nothing.
You have to tell me. It's the rules.
I don't have to
It
tell
was
you.
in the contract.
It's
Tell
never
me.
in the contract.
Ah!
Yelling won't solve your problem.
It doesn't hurt. Oh gosh. Also, Mitch, if you still watch our stuff, we miss you. Like, I was gonna send an email, but I didn't want it to seem like I was like, hey. Like, because I'm always afraid I want people to think that whenever I'm sending them a message, I'm trying to sell them something. Like, it's just, no, it's I genuinely, I hope your kitchen's coming together well. I miss talking to you. I hope you're doing great. I'm hungry. You heard of the lady in front? There's only one? Oh. Oh, mistress. Right on. I think I will then. It's like, because so much of my personal life is my professional life that I don't ever want people to be like, I don't know. I don't know how to be a proper socializing person. Yeah, a proper human, basically. Yep, just zooming along. Feel this.
It's probably on the bottom tray.
What's she looking for? The lime green?
Yep.
Yes, it's on the bottom tray. I'm gonna have to take a minute and warm my hands back up.
Do you have a minute to talk about her?
She says, my kindred spirit, you have brought out my crafty self from decades-long hibernation. For that, thank you. Oh, you're so talented, and I love you guys.
Wow.
And hell, girl, that giggle is amazing. Says Cinnamon. Thank you so much, Cinnamon.
Cinnamon, the $10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, and then I'm reading from, sorry, had to feed my spoiled fat cat. He's so spoiled. I was like, yes, tell me more. What's proper? Is it a food? Eh. Your personal life is your professional life. You live in your studio, which I don't find a problem with personally. Right on. I feel like, I don't know. Just awkward. It's fine. It'll be fine. Sounds like the guinea pigs. We're all just bobbing along. Oh, well, right on, you guys. Well, don't y'all change either. Y'all are the best. What you mumbling over there to yourself?
Just reciting the incantations.
Oh, okay. That's how we weave chainmail so good. So Randy's over here. What is it? A buff? Is that what they're called in video games? You're buffing us for speed. Are you a bard?
Sure.
Randy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yes.
If you were to roll yourself as a character, like real life Randy, in D&D, what class would you be?
I don't know.
Well, think about it. You watch a bunch of videos that are like, what would Iron Man be in D&D? Like, D&D. Dang old D&D.
Dang old D&D, man.
Dang old D&D. Which is something that we're going to have to do with Maddie and Abby here as well.
What, play some dang old D&D?
Dang old D&D. Yes. Actually, fate. I think they'll have more fun with that.
Yeah. I was just thinking that if we don't end up getting to
bed knobs and broomsticks, right? Basically. Lydia says, we all be at your house to chill and party. We bring grown-up Slurpees. That's Camp Craft Along, for sure. Which, I don't know if we've talked to you guys yet this week about the dream. Oh, can I show them?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ah, the long-term dream for the far from now. We drew a picture of it.
Yeah.
I gotta finish weaving this bracelet, and then I can show you guys.
Is it in the black or the gray?
I think it's in the black. Or the gray.
Nice.
But I mean, just the fact that it's limited to one of two places is a small blessing. Oh no, Eve. Whee! Did that go in my coffee? I think a third of that might have gone into my coffee. We'll have to drink it and find out. Hey, Randy,
show us the far away.
Well, and I read like a really cute quote on like, I don't know, closed please, on like Instagram or something while I was pooping, and it was like, you can't make your dreams come true until you dream them, and I was like, that's nice. But no, it's like real though. Oh my gosh, my hands are cold. Have to drink it and find out. That's what I was doing, man. Okay, hands and armpit time. My hands are so cold.
And now you wonder why everything smells like onions.
Like onions? No, I bathed. I used soap like a real person.
Like a real
like
person?
a real person.
Do I have to throw away my soap now?
No. Do milk, show armpits. It is like super warm though.
You could always just sit on your hands.
No, anyways. I gotta keep weaving this. I just keep onions under my arms. Goal Shrek.
No. Thought I'd have enough color, but I don't.
Well, ever since I melted through the heated blanket, I can't, like, it's just cold.
It's just cold all the time now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Vaughn. It's all your fault. Do you remember what day it was?
Wait, so you're not real? What day what was? No, I just picked a random spot in the book. I'll flip through and find it.
That makes sense.
I want to get done with this bracelet before I should. But and sometimes you do have to dream 100,000 dreams before you find the one that fits. Put my hands on stainless steel will take the smell away.
What?
No, my hands don't smell like onions. They smell like sandalwood, actually. That's deodorant we use. But
you're a hippie. Yeah.
You seem to like me this way, so can't complain too much. How's Randy? Vaughn, you may be my twin. I'm older, but methinks you're my twin sister flame. Ah! Kindred spirits know no age. Two more units, and then I can show you guys. It probably isn't going to make any sense, but so I think a lot of y'all know that I grew up at a campground, and I really love camping, but I'm also a workaholic, so finding time to actually go and camp is pretty challenging because I can't bring my craft room with me. So I want to bring camping home as much as possible. And I love the like very pleasant like vacation-y weekend feel of it, like having a home away from home at a campground. But then also as an extroverted introvert, people will go away during the week And so I can go and be a workaholic without feeling like I'm being a bad friend by not like hanging out with them. Um, so, we made it to the last ring. Randy and I have kind of been evolving an idea, and that is for Camp Craft Along, we would like to be our own venue.
One day.
One day. Like, and this is the far from now, like the long off dream.
The long from now.
The long from now. Christy says, "How's the off Etsy ads going?"
Off Etsy.
I don't know. We have moved all of our sales for the most part to our own website. We've sold maybe 3 or 4 digital templates off of Etsy in the past month because it charged us to post them, so I'm not going to lose that 20 cents. Though for our $1 templates, they keep 70 cents of it.
78.
78 cents. Sorry, my bad.
It's almost 80.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me grab my stuff.
Going for the black one?
Yeah. I'm gonna scooch this and set it on top of that. Oh no. Just don't look at it. Absolute and total chaos. I'm so sorry, honey.
Nothing.
You see nothing. I make messes. Okay. So I keep a planner, and I'm not always like super reliable about using it. So let me see. Where did we? There it is.
Fewer of them.
I would have picked a random empty spot. Excuse me. So this is our dream. If you can't tell. Rick Tail says you bought a Glowforge? Yeah, I thought from previous posts you changed your mind on it. I'd like to hear how you're doing with it. Can we request a video? Ooh, I don't know if we know enough to really do a video just now. We could do like a review video, I guess, but I don't know if I would actually recommend a Glowforge. They're quite pricey, and it's only like a 45-watt laser, but the reason we went with a Glowforge is it would fit into our house. If we had like a garage door or something that we could fit one of the larger, more affordable lasers through, I would have really liked to have gone with like a 60-watt laser. It's justifying its existence. Yeah, we're making it work, but
we are limited with the technology of the time.
Yep, and very, very limited by our own ignorance of like just kind of figuring it out as we go. But yeah, I'd really recommend, just for if you want to do anything with like metal, to go with a stronger laser.
Lasers.
You said before you found a more affordable and more reliable. No, we ended up going with the Glowforge. ProPool says I got a cheap Chinese laser that is 40 watts. Seems to be working good so far. I'll post some info on Discord. Right on. And at first I really liked the Glowforge interface, but now that I've kind of crash coursed my way through that, and I can understand now what I'm watching in other people's laser videos and stuff, I think some of the ones that like not having it align up through a camera would be really nice, like having it to where we can manually input like by pixels almost.
That would be great.
Yeah, it requires an internet connection to function, and it has to be connected to their server,
which
sucks. So it's the Glowforge itself. I love that it was American made. I love that, you know, it's very sleek and compact and looks nice and stuff, but there are just some fundamental things about it that I really like that we didn't have to get an exterior coolant system for the laser. Like, cool. It was very compact and all in one thing.
But for anyone who ever buys one, open carefully.
Yeah.
Do not rip or tear.
Yeah, we voided warranty before we had even opened the box.
Before we got it out of the box.
It will cut out leather, but only very, very thin leather. We were really hoping to be able to cut through like some 10 to 12 ounce stuff, and I've not been able to get it to do that yet. But talking about our future dream. So Uh, we're gonna start by being zoomed in a little bit. This is kind of our housing complex that we would like. We want like our house and then like our chicken house and our glass studio and our leather studio and our jewelry studio and a woodworking shop. And like, so each of these outbuildings would be our stations. And I kind of, and some of them like polymer clay and resin will probably be in one, and like, sewing and leather would be in one, and we'll kind of just build it and see. And then this whole interior area would be like our current backyard, like our potager garden and like our sitting areas and stuff, surrounded by some shade trees with like themed gardens in between each building with like a little connection path in between all of them. And just like, it's going to be our little crafty compound. And so that is actually what is at the very center of here, um, of our larger compound, which we'd like to have a small flock of like, a mixed flock of a horse or two, a milk cow or two, some goats or sheep, I don't know yet, and manage their grazing holistically. Like, some people call it regenerative agriculture, some people call it holistic flock management, but it's so that they're grazing in very small concentrated areas but getting moved sequentially. And I don't know enough about it yet to know this if it would even work, but this is just an idea that we were drawing up, surrounded by orchard, that we would probably run pigs and goats under or something. Again, speaking, dreaming dreams with the freedom of someone who knows nothing. So it's very, very limited, but they'd be followed by chickens, would be running meat birds through the fields afterwards to kind of, dig, rummage through the poop and stuff. And then that's the driveway coming off to our house compound. And then over this way, we would have our craft hall and like a saltwater swimming pool or something. I don't know. This is like lottery dream level stuff. Um, right on, strip grazing. Yeah, there's a bunch of different names for it, but it actually builds the soil. It focuses their grazing, and from what I've been reading and watching of others who are actively doing it on YouTube, it significantly cuts back on your feed costs, which would be perfect. But yeah, craft hall, like this would be our event area. So if we wanted to host a yoga teacher training where we are just the event, like other people come in and be the teachers, um, and things, and then RV parking over here with full water, sewage, electric hiccup or hookups, and then these would be a tent loop for primitive camping. To start with, though, we would have outbuildings with storm shelter, um, washer dryer, like bathrooms, like bathhouses, for each tent loop. This is not to scale, by the way. And then this would be our tiny house cabin loop. Randy and I want to build, like, we want to have a yurt, we want to have a hobbit hole, we want to have like a cob house, like just really explore um construction and like make life-sized fairy houses to camp in, that we will probably also year-round do like bookings through like Airbnb or something. And then we would have like a big communal pavilion area for like barbecuing and stuff.
So phase one consists of
Yep. Phase one is getting the craft hall built. It's going to be like a pole style building initially, but we're going to build the walls with cob. Um, if we can. We'll kind of see what finances allow for. And then we'll kind of expand out slowly from there. We'll be living in the craft hall, like in the loft, to start with, but we'll be branching out into, we'll build our first tiny house and live there and craft here. And then build our second tiny house and live there. And like just kind of as we can, we'd like to do this without going into any sort of debt. So, um, we'll kind of, I don't know, this is the idea, and this is like parking, and if we have like concerts or anything, because I straight up would be like, hey, Spiral Rhythm and SJ Tucker, do you guys want to come perform at our craft thing? Like, so I don't know, like it'd be cool to have all the stuff that like the fairy festivals that I wish I could go to, but I can't quite justify leaving my chickens for a week, just host our own fairy festival. And so we're gonna have to kind of figure out. I don't know anything about permits. I don't know anything about zoning. Like if I can just have this in a field somewhere. Like I don't want to get shut down if we get big enough. Yeah, actually I know Suj. I don't know if she knows me, but I know her. um, so she's a good friend of one of our older friends. So it's we've hung out. I love SJ Tucker. But yeah, and then all of this would be dense forest that we'd have like an ATV trail. Is that what they're called? All terrain vehicles?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like a four-wheeler for like hiking and stuff. As well as possibly backpacking because my very good friend Lara, um,
she's got something in the
she's
works.
got something in the works that I'd love to be able to host a few things of like kind of guided adventures or something. Um, we don't know what it's going to be yet, but it'd be cool. And we want to have like just little solar stations and like backpacking shelters and like I don't know, like it'd be cool. It'd be cool. So Daniel says, "Can I put my name down for an area of trees to build a tree house in for me?" We don't know yet. Like I want to say yes, but honestly, I don't know if this will ever happen and to what extent. And like we might be on 5 acres and get to do none of it. We might be on 500 acres and can be like yes to everything, but
I don't think 500 acres is going to be manageable for me.
Yeah, me neither. But we'll see. Like we don't know, but it's you got to drain the drain before you can do the thing. So that's that idea. But yeah. So all done next year then? Yeah, Eve basically. So everything that I'm doing now with our garden and with trying out, solar elements and everything that we're documenting on the vlog, we're kind of experimenting that way whenever we go to whatever the next stage is. I will know as much as possible. What's up, babe?
We've talked about that a little bit. Well, if it's on 5 acres, can you build underground?
That's a really good point, maybe.
We've kind of talked about that a bit.
Lydia says, "Can you please tell where you ordered your small solar panels you have?" I got them on Amazon. It was like $80, I think, for the solar panel and the pump, but I felt like that was worth it, and so far I have not been disappointed. But it is a direct current, so the pump itself is designed to function with direct current. So you can't just hook it, you can't just plug the pump in regularly, it'll burn out immediately. But I like it because it's when like today's overcast, so the pumps aren't going. But it gives a nice natural variation, just being literally plugged into nature. With enough liveaboard hands, you just need to give orders. And that's the idea. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Jim, I'm a real bitch to work for. I'm an absolute and total workaholic control freak. Like other people might not experience it, but I'm experiencing it internally just thinking about it. I'm not a people manager. I don't think like anxiety just thinking about it. So you just got to avoid the liveaboard bums, and that's the biggest thing, Bev, is we've had too many liveaboard bum roommates in our life that we cannot, like, it brings out the absolute worst in me. So I've decided to just not go that route. So really, Red Kel, right on. I'm gonna do that. There might be able to do a few weeks at a time. Like it might be like a weekend by weekend thing. We're gonna figure it out one little baby step at a time. But that is something that I've learned about myself that I warn people immediately from the get-go. I'm like, if you don't set boundaries, I will work you to death. I have daughters to do the work. Right on. Whips and chains, whips and chains. I didn't think that was allowed anymore, unless you're like a corporation with employees that you underpay. Maybe we'll have to go the corporation.
Your name is Toby.
No. Hide your taquitos. And if you bring too many whips, it becomes 18 and up only. So, and we're really hoping to have a place that if Maddie and Abby want to be involved, that they could, and that it's different whenever it's somebody else's brainchild, but whenever you help build it with your own hands and stuff, and whips and chains are a business expense. It's true. And I know some people, we can get the whips custom made. Oh goodness. But yeah, we're kind of, I don't know, we're excited to kind of think about that. And so there's a lot of stuff that I'm learning about and kind of assembling the equipment for that, because like our glow forge, if all goes well, will still be functioning in 20 years if this is happening. And so the glow forge will be perfect for
last as long as the glow forge website.
That's true. That is very true. Oh gosh, don't bum me out. Well, the idea is that the things that we invest in now, the things that we learn about now, will be in our facility when we have basically a weekend retreat maker space.
That's what we're hoping for.
So, and that was honestly, that was a little bit of a justification that I used to myself whenever we invested in the additional forge for fusing, is that it's like we'll be able to actually teach fusing classes, or even if I'm not the one teaching, just to have the facility for, if Smashums or, Katrina, or, if one of y'all want to teach a class, we could have the facility. What's a college beyond a building that has teachers and tools in it? Like we could be a craft college, only where you come and camp for the weekend. Like, I don't know, it's a fun dream to have. It makes long hours of tedious chainmail a lot more interesting to talk about all these ideas.
No, we haven't got our slumping.
Yeah, we haven't gotten the kiln yet. It is on back order from Paragon. It's being custom made apparently.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, well, if we'd known that, we wouldn't have bought that particular one.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Alyssa says, "Ooh, that'd be cool," and I'm really hoping. Like, I like dreaming that dream, because I loved going to conventions and stuff, and I love going to festivals, but I need to be home more. Like, if I get to, like, I've been thriving, you guys, being a just stay at home gardener, like a stay at home chicken mom, like getting to actually see the chickens grow up and like be home for it daily, and the garden's doing better than it ever has. Like, I didn't this morning, but for the past like week or so, every morning I make it like a little goal for myself that I'll pick a bucket of weeds. Just didn't matter what bed it's out of, just I keep picking and pruning until that bucket is full, and then I go and I dump it in the chicken yard.
No, the kiln is being custom made in Texas.
Yeah. By Paragon, though, which I'm really excited about. Which, if I had known that it was being custom made, I would have ordered one with a viewing port. That way we could record time lapse of the glass.
That would have been neat.
And I didn't know if I could contact Delphi and be like, or Kiln Frog and be like, hey, is it too late for us to... It's probably too late.
Yeah, it's way too late.
But honest to goodness, if this goes through, we'll probably get another kiln one day. So the baby chickens are doing so good. They actually look like just miniature hens now. Like, all their baby feathers are gone. Alyssa says, what was the point where you decided that crafting would be your job versus a normal 9 to 5?
That would be whenever we did our very first event and we made
$500 in 3 days.
Yeah, it was 700.
Yeah. It was Host of Christmas Past 2008, or was it 2007? I don't recall.
2007.
Okay. Yeah. We did our very first craft show. It was from today's standards, It was very small. It was in the art center. We were in the very back. The art center was a church that had been donated to the art center so that they could actually have a building. And it was a very, very old, cold, drafty, wonky, like small church, but it was perfect. Um, and yeah, we we made $500 in sales.
700.
It was like 490 something.
I'm pretty sure it was 7 because we did significantly better than I was making in 2 weeks.
And that's 500 was significantly better. We had made the best year we had done there. We had made 700. I think it's where you're pulling that number from. Like the following year, we were like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Because that was the first year that we were outside.
Yeah.
There on the street to catch like the foot traffic.
Oh hell yeah, it was scary to branch out.
It was very scary. But the position we were in, Alyssa, is the store that I had worked at shut down. So, because we were living out on the family land in Tennessee, and then we moved into town because I was working part time at like a metaphysical head shop, and that was pretty cool. And like it was an outlet where I could make like some earrings or wire wrapped crystal point necklaces and like and sell them. And it paid $9 an hour, which was amazing. So Randy and I were both going to online college.
You were making more money than I was.
Yeah, he was working full time at, was it Fred's or Walmart?
Fred's at the time.
Okay. But that was back when minimum wage was like 5 something an hour.
I was making $5.15 an hour.
Yep. Stocking shelves at a local like small pharmacy grocery store.
Which really, whenever the boiling point was, I was working at Walmart and I was making 7.
And they gave you a 5 cent cost of living raise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like, we did the show. We did better than I did. Like, we did better in 3 days than I did when I worked 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, looking at this objectively, if it was only me working, I couldn't make ends meet at Walmart.
Yeah. And it's not like we were living in the cheapest apartment we could find. We didn't have a car payment because we were driving the absolute junker of a truck, but it was a $200 truck. Oh. And so the position that we were in, Randy and I did not have kids other than student loan debt.
We didn't drink, we didn't smoke,
we didn't have money
gamble, we didn't have any vices. And it's like, I can either try and make this work.
What was this?
The business.
Mm-hmm.
Or, and not make it. Or, I can keep working at Walmart and not make it.
Yeah.
So, let's go ahead and try and be our own boss.
We truly were like, maybe a month or 2 away from, if anything had happened, if something had broken on the truck and needed fixed, anything, we had no room to budge. It's like, this can't be any financially worse. Let's go ahead and, so for the first year we were really limited to $20 booth fee craft shows. But we'd go and we'd make like,
I think the furthest we drove was probably an hour out.
Yeah, we were really limited to just local stuff because Randy would ask for the time off months in advance when we paid our registration fees, and his shift manager would be like, yeah, whatever. And then it would come up time and he'd be on the schedule and you'd be like, hey, I told you guys. And they were like, too bad, you gotta work.
Well, if you're on the schedule, there's nothing I can do.
It's like, bitch, you're the one who made the schedule. Anyways.
I wouldn't have paid.
But yeah, so we decided to go ahead and take the risk. Alyssa says, would you say in-person shows help boost your sales the most? Yes.
Absolutely.
We didn't make a single internet sale for like 3 years. All of our sale, and we were posting stuff. I was posting stuff daily, if not twice a day, to DeviantArt. This was before Instagram and Twitter and like Facebook was a thing, but like barely. Pinterest wasn't a thing, so I was using DeviantArt because I'd had that account since like high school, yeah, we posting daily. I was posting daily stuff to Etsy, but we were losing money on Etsy, so we started having our own website, even then, and we would post anything that we had for sale up on that. But yeah, we did not sell anything for 3 years hardly. Our first sale actually was to a lady for her name, but I remember the necklace that she bought. It was that Azurite Malachite set and chainmail one.
Yep.
But it's, yeah, if we weren't selling in person, and we were handing out business cards like crazy, telling everybody that we do custom work and stuff. And so eventually, after like that 3rd year, it started to trickle in that people would come and buy stuff like around Christmas time. And then where people would be like, hey, I saw you at this convention and I wasn't able to buy it from your booth then, but here's, can I get it now? And so we just send people like a PayPal link. This was before Square Swipers.
Yeah.
Like we had PayPal Virtual Terminal, I think is what it was called.
I remember that.
And so we
bought our first smartphone.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically to run PayPal Virtual Terminal. And it was such a dumb smartphone, it wouldn't run it.
So we used that phone to make a hotspot for our laptop. And it was just, but no, it was...
The laptop we bought by selling the van.
Mm-hmm. We had sold our van for scrap, and scrap that year, we got like $600 for our van. Like, that we had, it was the same van that we would sleep in when we would go to conventions and stuff. Do what?
Far off conventions.
But that van was so expensive to fuel and maintain that it was actually cheaper to get hotel rooms. Because at the time, you could get a hotel room for like $40 a night. 60 if you wanted like fancy. Like if you didn't want roaches in your room.
Conditioning?
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, $60 a night. And now it's like you can't get anywhere cheaper than 80. So that's truly the life that was sleeping in the vehicle for camping and traveling. Yeah. Then you did a live YouTube auction. Yup, and our lives were changed. And that's honestly...
That was much later down the road.
Yeah, and here we are now, 12 years later, and we don't even have to do conventions anymore because of you guys. We sell our jewelry through the live auctions. I have been considering putting them up for sale on the website.
What do you mean?
Like how we have some of those bead earrings left over.
Oh, yeah.
Like thinking about putting those up on the website, but so far it's been really hard to keep stuff in stock just doing the auctions. So
that's true.
What happens if you charge, say, on Square but never give your bank account to put money in? Was testing mine charged with my own CC? Oh, I don't know, Lydia.
I have no idea.
I don't know. We set that stuff up like 10 years ago. Forever ago. Yeah, we don't recall. Bye, amused. I found you on YouTube, feeling lonely one day. Learned how to paint eyes. That was in 2017. Dancing tree. Bobby says, how often are you doing the auctions? Can I have that blankie on the back of your chair, please? I'm like, fur cold.
Auctions are once
Yeah, auctions are once a month. Oh, thank you.
Unless it's like the holidays.
Yeah, Christmas month, like November, halfway through November.
Are you going to be nice and not force it on Black Friday this year?
I don't know.
Nah, no promises.
No promises. Our next auction is at the end of whatever month this is. It's up on our website. If you were in test mode, since most of those won't allow you to do that. Let's more questions. It's cold. Next this month we buy everything you guys ever made, right? Yup.
Yeah,
basically, because last year y'all cleared out our inventory. Like, we had none. We had nothing. We were like, oh no, oh god. Because we had Anime St. Louis and then Dragon Con. Thanks, Z. He just got up, stretched, and farted. He's my dog for sure. Christmas was epic. Acid, straight up, it really was. So right now we're still making inventory as though we were still vending at conventions. Gotcha. Ugh. I don't know. Ooh. Would you ever be able to make a video discussing shipping packages out? A tutorial of sorts for shipping labels and weight costs. Honestly, we just go through stamps.com we use a food scale to weigh it, and then we just put in the info through there. Right? And then we tape it to a box. So I don't even remember what the question was, Rachel. Sorry. Square was offering a debit card for sellers a little bit ago. That's interesting. Oh, PayPal does something like that. That way, if the money's still in your PayPal account, you just use that. And I don't know. I don't have any kind of problems with debit cards and stuff, but like I racked up some PayPal credit and some PayPal debt as a direct result of that. Do you have a tutorial for creating wavy wire kinks that can kind of bead set in them? No. No, I don't. No. I feel like that. It's cold. I've officially lost all of my warmth. I'm not entirely sure how you made it. Do you mean like that gallery wire that you made, which is really cool, by the way? PayPal does too. I use mine all the time. Right on.
Slightly cheaper than the post office.
It's slightly cheaper than the post office. I just like it because like you can do online shipping with the USPS, but they only let you do like they don't let you do like first class and stuff. And I'm like, whereas with stamps you can do first class, which is way more affordable. I've never used Etsy shipping, but I don't know anything about that. So, Rebel Wolf says, yeah, but bigger. I'd recommend a thingamajig, like one of those jig boards with the pegs, and just do a bit, move it, do a bit, move it, do a bit. We should do a tutorial. If only I knew somebody that makes tutorials. Okay, well, it's 4:15. I'm cold and hungry. Randy, did you really just side-eye me? I think I'm gonna go eat some food and start lamp working because it's cold. I'm gonna turn the torch on in the kiln. I love you so much, Randy. I just love your little face. You just watching the dog chew his butt, weren't you?
No, I was looking at the table like, okay, I think I got everything put away. And then, what?
No, I still have to weave that necklace, don't I?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's gonna take like an hour for the kiln to heat up to. Okay. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Sorry, my tongue feels funny. Okay. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. If you have any questions, comments, or stuff, leave them down below. Please go check out Patreon because we've been posting stuff over there, I guess. I don't know. For just in case there's something you might be interested, go check out all the links down below. Yeah, we'll see y'all in our next video. So until then, you guys, happy crafting. And thank you guys for being so awesome. So, bye. How do I close out? Okay, there it is. Bye, guys. Nope, I didn't click it.